We are back in the building, man. What is going on? Shout out to everybody out there. We have made it back. Did Jesus come back today? Man. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what you got to do. If you're at church, teach Sunday school, or whatever the fuck you're doing, shout out to you. You already know what the fuck it is. Shout out to everybody out there. My brother Dave from No Compromise. My brother James Youngblood. George in the building. Texas in the building. Erica. Florida in the building. Shawnee. Philly is in the building. Vegas. Everybody out here in Vegas. Shout out to everybody that's out here in Vegas. If I can't remember your name, my bad. But shout out to all you out there. North Carolina, the homegirl. Melina, shout out to them. In North Kakalaka. We got a real quick topic. We gonna still revisit the Cat Williams shit. So let's get into it. Man. Look, let me tell you something. First of all, if we want to talk about Cat, much props respect to Cat Williams. Man, Cat Williams do a lot of good things for people. And Cat Williams is the great equalizer because he ain't got shit to lose. He do what he need to do. He says what he can. Everybody responding. I like what Charleston White said. Charleston White was like, if y'all niggas is responding, then y'all guilty. Why even respond if you know that's beneath you? Why even respond? I think what Cat Williams, I think people were really missing the point, excuse me, about people like Cat. Cat is just revealing the industry and how it works and what they do to black folk. That's the bigger picture. You know what I mean? How they turn us against each other, you know, and we steal each other's jokes and do all this other shit. Dirty Mac, like how Steve Harvey, Dirty Mac, Bernie Mac. You know, they'll make us do that with each other because in our minds, you know, we got to get that money. And in their minds, these niggas need the money. So I think it was a bigger picture than what everybody... And then everybody want to get mad at Shannon Sharp. It's so funny. Y'all ain't notice how everybody, Shannon Sharp getting all this pushback. They just want Shannon Sharp's shit to be non-controversial. Y'all know Cat Williams is going to be controversial on sucker shit that he see. Or maybe he don't like. That was his opinion about things that he saw and what he dealt with. I got love Ludacris. Ludacris would have been smart just not responding. Doing that freestyle, I don't know, man. I wouldn't even done none of that. Just do what you do. If you know it ain't lie, then you'll come out like Charleston White said, be like, nigga, use a motherfucking lie. You know what I mean? But to each his own. You hear a lot of great stories about Cat. To me, Cat is one of my kings of comedy. Like, he's funny, naturally funny. He has a lot of good, interesting things to say. Him and Mike Epps and Deion Cole, those, you know, Corey Holcomb, those are my kings of comedy. Cat has really gotten the internet shook up. He's got people shook up, and people don't like what's going on because people have ties to these execs in Hollywood. You see, Gary Owen came out, was like, yeah, Cat ain't lying, because that shit happened to me, so Cat ain't lying. And that's why what he said about Gary Owen was true. He said, well, Gary Owen ain't gonna cross over because Gary Owen, he ain't finna do what the fuck a lot of motherfuckers do. And y'all gotta understand that. I heard Dr. Claude Anderson say this shit. He said, if the dominant society likes you like that, then you doing something wrong. And I didn't learn that until I started to take up for my people at the Core Plantation and kind of give them game and slow to speak, eager to hear, and become a little militant in my thinking, in my moving. being very silent, not smiling, not being a grand nigga. They don't like that at all. And that worries them. And they don't like that. So he's not lying about that. Dr. Claude Anderson is not lying at all. And I want to talk, too, about the fight for equality. Y'all notice with The Color Purple, it's now all kinds of shit is coming out about how they was getting treated. And I like what Taraji and them are doing because they're not trying to disrespect Oprah, but I do it for y'all. Man, fuck Oprah. Man, Oprah, look, I'm so tired of people making excuses. Well, Oprah's just the producer. She don't know what's going on. Oprah, stop. You can make it a point to know what the fuck is going on and make sure that these black women are being treated equally and fair. So stop that sucker shit. And everybody always running and fucking making excuses for Oprah. No. This is the same woman that had Michael Jackson on her show like she adored him. And then all of a sudden, when Michael Jackson was like, hey, your friends is putting out bullshit stories about me and they're attacking me, then all of a sudden she act like she didn't know what the fuck is going on and did that documentary about Michael Jackson. So fuck Oprah. Y'all motherfuckers, look, she is a devil. And she is not a good gatekeeper, and she don't like Taraji and them, but they all smiling because they don't want to fuck up that movie. First of all, why does Oprah keep making shit like Beloved and Color Purple and shit like that? You don't want to make no movie about foundational black Americans like John Horace building the bridges. You don't want to make nothing about Benjamin Banneker, as my brother David from No Compromise always talks about so eloquently. You don't want to talk about that shit, but you want to do Suge Avery and all this sucker shit all over again. And she know black actors are gonna take it because they desperately need money. She know that. So she's a horrible gatekeeper and she don't give a fuck about no black folk in its entirety. And I believe if Michael Jackson was still alive, he would have exposed that bitch. Straight up. She's full of shit. And now they like, but then we told Oprah, man, Oprah, stop. From A to Z, Oprah should have been on top of that. From the production, everything. No, not only am I gonna produce it, I'm gonna make sure black women get treated equally and get treated fair. Why motherfucker gotta call Oprah and then Oprah? Stop. First of all, why are you even making a movie like this? Now's the time to make educational movies. We can't just put everything on Hidden Color. We can't just put all the goddamn responsibility on Tariq Nasheed. There's other people out here that have money, have access to capital, and can put good quality films out. But you want to put something that portrays us in a submissive standpoint, where it's chaos and it's dysfunction. That's the problem. Look, let me tell you something. I had this conversation all the time with people. Family and all. Look, man, every family has dysfunction and all this other stuff. It's how you're able to deal with it, rebound from it, respond to it, and move forward. Some family members can't get along. I get it. I get all that. But let me tell you something. My whole point is don't dwell in the chaos. Dwell in the solutions. Dwell in what can be done better for the next generation. You know what I mean? Somebody has to take up the mantle and be like, all right, Oprah, we love you, but goddamn, another Color Purple where niggas is singing and dancing? How come we can't be in a movie where we're building Washington, D.C.? Why we can't be John Horace or Benjamin Banneker? Why we can't be one of them? You know what I'm saying? They put, and then I seen this thing on Twitter about this girl talking about, I'm Dominican, I'm not black. Well, then take your ass back to Dominican Republic and don't fucking come over here. That means playing baseball and all. Motherfuckers want to delineate, and then when FBA start delineating, then these motherfuckers have a problem, say we being divisive. Man, I want to jump through that damn Twitter app. Well, then get the fuck on then, bitch. You don't need to be over here. So sick of people coming over here for unearned benefits, as Dr. Claude Anderson teaches all the damn time. You're a freeloader. You're here for unearned benefits. I'm so sick of people talking about I came over here with $1 in my pocket. Well, then here, I'll give you $5 and go back to your country and build that motherfucker. That's why when you look at all these other countries where the people have stayed, they don't respect the motherfuckers that ran over here. Because you fled. This is the problem that we're having. Then you have these people like Oprah and other people that want to make these movies that are very kind of degrading to black folk. Black folk think it's something. That Color Purple shit is not empowering. That shit is not empowering. Then when they did the John Brown thing, Ethan Hawke played it, and they tried to make John Brown some fucking lunatic. John Brown was not no fucking lunatic. He knew that slavery and racism and white supremacy was fucked up. Why don't y'all make a movie about the girl that sold the first American flag, United States American flag, a sister? Why don't y'all do that? You know, some of the things that I see, I'm like, man, what's up with this color purple shit? We don't have to keep doing the goddamn color purple every fucking chance we get. That's why Oprah get on my nerves. You got a whole bunch of people that you know in Hollywood, and the only thing you can come up with a color purple too, and a beloved in a color purple. Stop. And no diss. And I love Tyler Perry, and I don't want to put that type of pressure on him, but somebody need to get in his ear. Look, bro, you got to make something else, something with substance now, my brother. I love that he's, educating people and empowering them to act and all that. He put a seat, he built his own table. All right, Tyler, get out the body. All right, nigga. Get out the dress. I'm just getting to the point where I was like, you might as well just wear that dress all day long and just be Madea. Why don't you just turn into Madea like Bruce Jenner did? You might as well just turn into that motherfucker. Because it gets to the point where it becomes normalized. And then now it's being pushed on us to have black folk think that having a dysfunctional family is normal. That shit is not normal. That's the dominant society making black folk feel like it's normal. Just like how Taraji P. Henson was talking about how they were getting treated on the movie set, then they call Oprah. But why did you need to call Oprah though? They're treating you like that because that's been allowed on set after set after set after set. Any movie set that's probably been allowed because you're not a part of the dominant society. And we got to wake up and understand that. But first, we got to be on code. Yeah, some people don't like what Kat said, and I get that. But a lot of people didn't like what Kat said. Because a lot of people feel like all this fake, phony, you know what I mean? I got love for Kevin Hart, but god damn. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's like, all right, nigga. Man. And another thing, too, I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not judge, who people date. But niggas, I'm talking about black men. We got to stop thinking that once we get money, you know what I'm saying? You go get a female, and then you procreate and have a family. You think that female's really into you. No, she's into the money and the lifestyle. She's not into you. Check the pedigree. I get it. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. I get all, but a lot of that money enhances that option. And I look at this stuff and I be like, some niggas, they probably could pull decent looking women, but a lot of these niggas, I be looking, I love Kevin Hart, man. Kevin Hart's a funny motherfucker, but that nigga 4 feet tall. And that bitch is 6'2". And in the real world, if you stripped him of his resources, that bitch wouldn't even, it's like Beyonce and Jay-Z. These women won't be, and women need to stop doing that shit too. You better stop listening to Beyonce talking about put a ring on and independent women, all this other shit. And then when it came out that nigga was fucking the bitch with the good hair, you talked all that shit, but you stayed with the nigga though. So then that's what you need to tell women. Stop telling women like that's what I'm saying. So much misinformation. That's why the fight for equality is tough. It's tough because you're fighting yourself, you're fighting your people, you're fighting the dominant society, and you're fighting other racial groups. Ain't no way in the world Taraji P. Henson should be having to get on the phone and call Oprah and tell Oprah how they're being treated on the damn set. Come on, man. That's all that. Well, look at the movie. The movie's a low vibrating movie. Motherfuckers is acting like motherfuckers want to know why Denzel's the way. Denzel don't do no sucker shit. That's why Denzel is Denzel. Man, sometimes you gotta and I get it, Taraji. You need to get your paper. But sometimes motherfucker gotta pass on this shit and be like, nah, man, I'm cool. Cause it seems to me like this has become more of a headache for Taraji since she did the movie than before she did the damn movie. What trips me out even about the Kat situation too is now everybody wanna come out, talk shit about Kat and all that. Kat has already said this shit before. I love Tiffany Haddish too. I got love for Tiffany Haddish, but Tiffany Haddish, you know why you in Hollywood. Y'all know that the attractiveness gets the attention. Because there's a lot of funny comedians out there that are sisters, but they're probably not as attractive as Tiffany. And let me tell you something. It's a play on mentalities. See, Hollywood like Tiffany because they like that ghetto nuance on screen. Because that's how they want black women to be portrayed. Understand that. Please understand it. When's the last time you've seen Viola Davis play a character like Tiffany Haddish? I'll wait. Or Octavia Spencer. I'll wait. Or Angela Bassett. I'll fucking wait. You don't see them in movies where they're being ratchet or being the hood ghetto bitch. Why is that? Because they already know those are low vibrating roles and they don't want to be looked at as that because black women are already portrayed fucked up. And this is no diss to Tiffany. I'm just saying how the dominant society can be. As Neely Fuller Jr. says, and I hear David say it all the time, the dominant society is the master of confusion. So what you think they gonna do? Confuse you. That's why there's no point in you being around other Negroes unless you're coming up with a system that will replace the system of racism and white supremacy. And that system is establishing a system of justice. So if you ain't trying to do that, you don't need to be around no niggas. Because there ain't no point. All you gonna do is argue and fight and be worried about the wrong shit. And be in a fucking rat race with your own kind when guess what? Racism is a team sport. And if racism is a team sport, why does Taraji need to get on the phone with Oprah and tell Oprah how they being treated? Oprah, why the fuck are you... First of all, why you even making a movie like that? Second of all, if you know you're making a low vibrating movie and Oprah's aware of that, why you not making sure? You ain't got to be there. You got billions. Send another motherfucker down there to make sure everything's being ran in decency and in order. A nigga got to go run to Oprah. And Oprah probably didn't want to be bothered either. Don't let Oprah fool you. Motherfucker always want to toot Oprah's horn. Man, stop. That bitch ain't doing shit for the black community, but padding her pockets. And I personally don't appreciate her doing that shit to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the true Robin Hood, buying people's masters, giving them back to people, bought Eminem's masters because Eminem wanted to talk shit about him. That's what a real motherfucker do. So we gotta understand this shit, man. You just keep hearing all this shit come up about that fucking color purple. I'm like, why are they even making that shit again? Y'all notice they keep making them sucker shit ass movies? They like making that. Emancipation, all that. They love to see a black man from a subservient position. They like that shit because it empowers them and they get a high off that shit. And they laugh about it. That's why these kids at school be calling black girls slaves and all this other shit. Because guess what? They're being socialized. They're not just being socialized that, oh, black folks were always our slaves and always did anything. We keep putting it on TV for them. Better wake up. And Jonathan Majors, man, don't worry about no fucking Disney. Disney don't know they asshole from they ear holes. With this multiverse and all this bullshit. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They just used him as an excuse not to go on with the goddamn Kang fucking the Conqueror, which I thought they could have redid that and had him play a real sinister fucking evil motherfucker and not no crazy cuckoo fucking enigma ass motherfucker. I said, man, why they got him overacting and playing some nut job? But then Thanos is very plain, very, very on point, knows what he wants to do. You notice that with Thanos, that character, if you watch Marvel movies, he wanted to depopulate the world because he felt like a lot of people were useless eaters. And he was very soft-spoken and knew what he wanted to fucking do, but ruled with an iron fist. Kang the Conqueror, he acting like... he acted like Jim Carrey in that Batman movie. Shit. The nigga with the green, I forgot his name. Man. The Riddler. He acting like the Riddler. I'm like, God damn, this nigga acting like the Riddler in this movie. And they had him dressed up like Sub-Zero and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Like, who did this shit? The fuck are they doing? So, man, fuck Disney and Marvel. They probably hemorrhaging money as we speak. But, man, go check this out. I already know y'all know about the Cat Williams shit. But go check it out. And everybody that's responding to Cat Williams, for the most part, is in their feelings and mad because he's telling his perspective. in his perspective, holds weight because Cat Williams ain't known to be lying to nobody. Just like I think it was Ed Lover or one of them who was like, they was real close with Bernie, and they was like, no, Bernie told me the same story that fucking Cat Williams said. He was not lying. Man. And shout out to Bernie Mac's daughter who gave Cat Williams props. That's why I like Cat. Because Cat be calling out that whole shit. But anyway, man, I digress. Go check out what's going on. I hope your Sunday and your weekend and all this other shit is good. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know when it ain't. I'm your boy Warren G, and the place B been clowning sucker free since 2003. Y'all know what it is. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.